John Hartsfield, the hired killer in our group.
Yeah.
Don, can you speak to, yeah, you can speak to a bunch of people. But what kind of percentage of business, of your overall business, comes from this group?
30%. Last time I said 25 to 30. If I looked at it, it is 30%. There is an app. I am computer stupid, but the app is easy. You can go through there and it comes up with how much work you have done, who's referred work, what work you've referred to somebody.
Yeah. And you're talking to a lot of people every day. You're out there in the field because you own your own business and you do the work as well. What's it like to go into a house and hear an irritation, and kind of tell me the last time that you had somebody had an irritation, you go, I got a person.
It's daily. Mr. Russell, I've seen him on a job doing clearance letters, same thing. If I'm in a house and somebody has water damage, look up. Need a roofer? Chris Sutton. Gutter backed up? He's Brandon Smith. Several times. Adam's easy to refer. Somebody needs a painter. Of course, the floor's messed up. Call him Nick Levin. He's not only a Chippendale dancer, he's a floor.
Another chapter.
Yeah, and what Don represents, though, is when he says that, is he is going about his business every day, and he takes this with him, and he's able again to solve those irritations very easily because people talk, and then you notice things, and you're asking questions, and
it's easy to grow your business when somebody has a problem, and you can say, I've got a guy for that.
yeah.
And I've got Mr. Terry Cox now. If you have an elderly mom or somebody, I got Mr. Terry Cox take care of a will or a trust. They can sell her house. Mike Stansbury can buy that house.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, and now we'll go over to this side. Thank you, Don. You can stay right there. You can hang out. You can block the. Adam holds the clapping seat. All right, Michelle Wilson. Michelle, you've been in B&I in this chapter for 3 years. 3 years, and why this chapter? What's different about this chapter? Because I know you've been involved in B&I. What do you think why is our culture maybe a little bit different?
I value people that do what they say they're going to do. I was very engaged in a Millington business at one time, and I had a great network there, but then I moved my business to Memphis when I opened my agency, and I did not have a network out there. So I started checking out different networks, Rotary, B&I, different B&I groups, and I really, really enjoyed this group because when I talked and did my one-to-ones and met up with these people, I realized there was integrity, which is very important to me. If I'm sending Don to one of my clients' houses, I know Don is trustworthy. He's going to be taking care of him. If I send Max, send a roofer, Chris, anybody in here that I can refer to a client, because I meet with my clients and they have a lot of needs, this group I can trust. On the reverse side, they met with me, and like Bruce was saying, it's important to know the type of referral. So when they hear something, somebody has that need, they're going to send business my way too. And it's good business. It's not somebody just throwing a name to you. It is good business. This is a very significant part of my business. I'm very relational. My clients, if they have a loss, floor needs, window treatments, anything to help them recover quickly, a lot of that's done through the people in this group. Molly and I work very well together. She does supplemental health insurance. I do life insurance. So she offers a product, a cancer product. I don't offer anything like that. It's so important for me to have connections for people coming here and what's important to them. So when I'm having conversations at work with my clients, or even if I'm out and about and I hear something like, oh, you need to call Terry, your shoulder's sore, or something's going on, she might have something that can help you. So this group does that. Other groups will just show up, have their coffee, and move on with their day. They're not thinking about the whole group. And I'm very thankful for a group that's team-oriented, that does what they say they're going to do, and that has helped my business grow, and they've added value. not just to my business, but for me as a person, because I appreciate so many of them. We do have relationships, you know, we try to be social and have fun together, so, I invited Jennifer, I've invited Terry, and I just shared with them why B&I worked for me. So if it's something that you've seen you're interested in, to help your business and grow and market, Harry was correct. One head, 25 people. You need to count it that way. Jimmy, he's my locksmith guy. My customers have pets, they're going out of town, I send them over to John. I mean, it's invaluable. I needed a unique marketing gift for our clients at a tournament, and we had Acme, Chris Wilson, he made something specific for me. So it's endless. Smith Plumbing, if something goes on, my clients have backup there doing the plumbing. So Mark Lauterbach, investments. I mean, everyone in this room has added value to my business. So I thank you, but B&I, it works.
And so Michelle's saying it's elevated the value in her customers' eyes, because they're calling her and saying, hey, I don't have a person that does this. Can you help me? Because she consistently does that. And so that is really the value of this group, is we're all going to connect each other to our other people, because we're intentional about doing it. And then our little network that's outside this group, they know that. Hey, Stansberry, I need a termite guy.
Right.
I need this. And they're calling me, and I'm going, I got a guy.
And I'd like to add one more thing. I talked about the integrity. Harry and Mrs. Spore, their realty company just sold my home. They did a great job, but they're very approachable. And my clients, some clients need hand-holding, you know, and things like that. And so there's different personalities in here that work great with different clients. And I appreciate them because they do such a good job. And now I've always been confident about them, but now I'm even more like, wow, you know, they made it work, and they were there the whole time, and they were never not available. Everybody here I've contacted has been available. So just know it works, and it'll grow your business, and you make connections with people who have value and knowledge in their field.
All right, so we just kind of talked a little bit about the fundamentals of B&I. Now we're going to talk about the fruit of that. That's great transitions. So let's talk about let's talk about money. Let's talk about cash money. And Nick, kind of tell me about Flooring Solutions started when, and B&I became part of it when, and what has it meant dollar-wise?
All right, myself and my now partner, we started with a company in '08 who was locally owned and operated, who had a plumbing division and a floor covering division. And that gentleman and his, partners who owned that were used to spending a lot of money all the time. You know, flying people out, spending money on gifts, loaning products to a lot of people who weren't good for it. They had like the relationship business, which was the wrong relationship. So they went negative about $4 million, and they approached myself and my friend and said, hey, we're closing our doors. Well, I had a newborn. He had a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old, and we had zero money in the bank because we obviously had relied all on this business. So we put our heads together and started that company in April of '09. Well, I've been in this business for, at that time, 6 years, and the economy flopped. So it is kind of like the early bird gets the worm, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. People in this industry, whether it be flooring or any kind of construction material or service, had to find new ways to add revenue without spending that revenue. So we had been part of B&I in '08 in the Germantown chapter and didn't see the residuals from that we thought we would. So we had a bad taste in our mouth. But Bruce Upchurch came to me and said, hey, you've been calling on me for years, shoving your business card in my face, saying, I want your business. It's time to step up to the plate. You want to come join B&I, you got my business. Well, his reputation had already been, very well known in my industry in this market. So if I've got Bruce, then I can acquire anybody's business more or less. Like he was more or less the one you wanted to capture. He's an honest man. He's a good person, very well known, very well quality built house. So I told my partner, hey, I got Bruce Upchurch. He's like, no way. I said, I got it. So came to the group. It was a no-brainer for me to join. But by getting him, I got his other tradespeople, the Raleigh Glasses, the Springfield Electrics, and the other people on his team, the Smith Plumbing Service. And by having them on my team, I could use those in my projects as well. So we started off, just 2 of us, did $700,000 in our first year, and we thought we were the kings of the hill. And by using B&I, we were able to go to other chapters, network with other people, because at that time there were probably a dozen chapters in Memphis from here to Tupelo and what have you. And we were constantly networking, constantly growing, so we added more sales associates. Now we're up to 8 salespeople, a warehouse guy who no one wants to meet, he's not a very friendly guy, and then more of an operations slash business manager, more or less. And we're doing just short of $8 million as a company. Now, what that translated to B&I is, as with Rick being on vacation, our VP, when he updates our system, I will have done $1 million through sales of B&I just in the last 12 months.
That's pretty awesome. So you use B&I to birth basically a business, and now you're doing $8 million in revenue every year. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for coming up here.